Well, Henshaw here again, the constitutional coot from California. And this is a little bit different video. Usually I address videos with people that are going through things and bad things are happening, and we do our best to get you out from under. And there's a lot we can do, as you'll learn from watching my other videos. And also send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. This one is for those of you that have had bad things happen. Whether that's a foreclosure, an eviction, the death of a child or children with the child procurement syndicate. And the latter should never happen at all. But even if they have and you haven't been able to do anything, the good news, such as it is there's no statute of limitations on deceit, fraud, and treason that we can prove occurred with every official actor in these earlier events. And it doesn't matter, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, more. Treason. And you add to that there's no known judicial courts anywhere in sight today. And it strengthens our position. It may just get us a summary default judgment in federal circuit court. We'll learn more about the reasons why. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. And even if you don't have particularly good records, that may not be important, because what I have and what I have access to are records. It's absolutely stunning what can be proven here. That there are no states, for example, remaining which were admitted into this union. The magnitude of that issue. And that's affected you too, because you were never in a state court, let alone a state judicial court or a federal court. Even though the federal district court may look like one, it's not. And we can prove all of it. And that really is good news. Money doesn't take care of everything. I know that all too well. But at least you can get, enough to take care of you for the rest of your life, and go from there. And that's at least some good news. And make them pay, and they're going to be paying us a lot to shut us up and not file criminal charges for treason. And I think we're real close to that. I really do. Just a matter of time before we get approval on what we need to do. And I'm doing it right now, by the way. I've got a order to Merrick Garland, the current U.S. Attorney General, to arrest the clerk of court in Sioux City, Iowa, for treason to the Constitution. I laid it out in my citizen's arrest affidavit. That's one of the documents you get with my constitutional defense document packets. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. It's clear as can be. And I'm on the verge of going to the Supreme Court now to demand that they order Garland to arrest this bastard and charge him with treason. And I'll be there to testify at any time I'm needed to be there. We're going to convict them. And if you don't know what the penalty for treason is, Google Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. And this is what has to start happening. Even if at the moment it's only with clerks of court. But the black robe bastards are just as guilty. And contrary to what you might have been misled into believing, they don't have any judicial immunity either. These bastards, and a lot of them know it, are administrative tribunals, not judicial courts. And therefore, they don't have any immunity. And they've got zero anyway, because if you're a judge, federal judge, you're appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. But since we can prove, and I can do it a cappella off the top of my head, there's been no president lawfully in office since March 4th, 1869, and no qualified members in the House or Senate for 140 years. Nobody masquerading out there in the judicial department of government is legitimate. A major big deal. We'll see how long it takes to get this one through. But the current justices on the Supreme Court know a lot of what I just said. And you look at the case that you're going to get when I request information from you, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, called Axon v. FTC in the last term. A stunning, unanimous opinion in which they sounded exactly like me. And they're in the habit of doing it lately, too. And as they're making this video, they got another case coming out called SEC versus Sarkozy. And they're going to do the same thing. And this time it's going to be written by a conservative, not a Wayne Kagan. And it's really going to be clear to everybody what it is they're doing and why. They have our backs on a lot of issues, the first time in 90 years. That's why it's so exciting to be doing what I'm doing here. So that said, feel free to contact me, humanincourt@gmail.com. We can work together and see just how good of results we can get here. I think it's going to be simply astounding. So that said, subscribe, tell your friends, get the word out. The sooner we take action against these crooks, the better we are. Makes it better for you, your families, and your posterity. Thank you.